It's time to quit while we're ahead. Don't think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you don't believe, don't you be like that. I will love you forever. If you don't believe in me, yeah.
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're you and me. You're you and me. You could be around, but
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're you and me. You're you and me. You could be around, but you You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're you and me. You're you and me.
you could be around, but
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're you and me. You're you and me. Said, don't you think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you only believe me, don't you think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you don't believe in me,
you could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're you and me. You're you and me. You could be around, but
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're you and me. You're you and me.
Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy, the game that keeps on making me ask the question of why the fuck am I still here? And it's because I need information. Because damn, I believe I can do this shit better. But in order to be better, I must learn why things are worse. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I keep forgetting whether it's Wednesday or Thursday, but that is okay. Hello, John. Hello, Cinta. Hello, Lucky. How's everybody doing this fine feathered day? It is good to be back. My muscles are a little bit sore, but that's fine, because we don't need to flex our muscles and do all sorts of crazy shenaniganery with a visual novel. Hey, Black Ant, been a hot minute. How you doing? But yes, so small update. If none of you were here for Kyrie's stream yesterday, or over on Kyrie's channel yesterday, you would have missed the fact that I'm a dumbass. Or in the Discord. I did mention it in the Discord. So the new job involves a lot of like power tools, saws, pressure washers, a fucking CNC, a lot of big stuff that can do some damage, and we also have acids and other things. First injury I sustained since starting the new job, at home, perfectly safe, from a wooden fucking closet door. I wish. Like, it wasn't even a small injury either. I opened the door on my, like, second toe, and, like, it just started pissing blood. Not quite pissing, but, like, there was a lot of blood. It wasn't great. But the toe is healing nicely. I can still walk. So, there is that. It is no longer piss and blood, and everything is A-okay. So that it's just very funny that I'm incredibly cautious, but the moment I let my guard down, wooden door. I have no words. Shad skin paper confirmed. What? What? Huh? Oh my god, hitting a toe is most painful. Yeah, it can be. Yeah. It's not great. I don't care for it. It was not fun. It hurt. A little bit. Just a bit. TYP? I still have no idea what the hell you're typing. You're speaking in riddles, Blackhand. What's a skin to... Type. That doesn't make sense either, because that's implying that I have paper that is like skin. I don't write on skin, Blackhand. What do you think I use as a writing utensil? I have pens, not leather. Like, yes, just use the skin of the orphans to write my diabolical spells in. Yes. All good treasure maps are written on skin. That is false. The Flying Dutchman's treasure map was not on skin. If anything, it was Bristol board. And it was based on a real treasure map. You never watched Treasure Planet? No, actually, I never was able to see Treasure Planet. But that is besides the fact that I am not some weird demon lord fanatical nonsensory douche. Don't use skin for your paper. We have digital. Your paper's gonna rot. I mean, technically so does regular paper, but that's besides the point. Wow, would you look at that? Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, turnabout for tomorrow. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Oh, right, yes, the dev's most favoritist character. Ahem. So, what's going on with Athena in the Space Center? What about her dad?
Leah's mom worked here. If I remember right, she was a doctor of the psychology or something like that.
At the Space Center? But why was a psychology specialist working at a space research facility? Yeah, need to get...
I don't really know. But I do know that she lived and worked here, so they lived here too.
Okay. I need to point something out. I have so little faith in the writing quality of this game that the first thought that came to mind was, why did a psychologist work here to get hit with I don't know? Just made me think, oh, so that's just never gonna come up, is it? Like, I have so little, like, faith in this game to do the things that it sets out to do that I'm just assuming it won't. Oh, that's not a good sign. So, it was far from Athena's first time here? I wonder why she didn't mention it.
Oh, she probably didn't want to talk about it. Oh, this place is connected with a very sad memory for her.
A sad memory. Can you tell me about it?
Oh, there was a terrible incident here. Oh, it was 7 years ago.
Again. Yeah. Same time frame as the Hat 1 launch.
Thea's mom, in the robotics lab.
Shad, tomorrow I'm having a trigonometry exam. I don't know why I come back to the university again. My brain hurts. Well, duh, you're doing mathematics.
Well, she was murdered.
She wasn't blown up?
What?
I forgot Trucy was here.
After it happened, Thea stopped coming to school.
Poor Athena. And all this time, she never let it on at all. It's probably because the writers didn't know about any. Wow, what was that, a bee? Oh no, there it goes! Wow! Anyway, what was I saying? All right.
I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her.
Did they force you to pay every time?
But I never saw her again. After a while, we started exchanging letters. But I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years.
And so the first time you've seen her in 7 years was during Professor Court's case?
That's right, and I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person. So cheerful and happy.
What was Athena like as a child?
She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much. She liked to draw and paint at home. That's completely different from the Athena we know. I can't even picture it. She never left the Space Center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. When she went into crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all the emotions flying around.
Must be hard to hear other people's hearts as well as their voices.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones.
With an antenna on them for some fucking reason.
She said her mother made them for her as a part of her research.
Wonder what kind of research it was. Did Athena turn a necklace into an earring?
Oh, because of her special ability, Thea couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak constitution. Maybe that's why we became such good friends.
How do you not know? Why are you... You were there, right? What's going on in your life that you forgot?
We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. You know, it brings back memories. Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here at the Space Center.
Did she?
Hey, Daddy, show me that picture.
Honey girl, good idea. Miss Woods, could you please take a look at this for me?
Oh, look, there's Thea's mom. The woman on the far right, in the kimono. That's Dr. Metis Sachs.
Athena's mother's murder. Athena's mother's murder! Did it, by chance, have any connection to the Hat 1 launch?
What? Why, yeah, it did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch.
Just as I suspected.
But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
So this is the murder that Director Cosmos was talking about. Does that mean the crime Prosecutor Blackpill was convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother? Who's the father? There's a chance her death is somehow connected to the current case.
There he is.
Thank you for all your help, Miss Woods. And please, try not to worry. I won't let anything happen to Athena.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her. So, we need to investigate the robotics lab and also talk to Athena. Oh, we've got our plates full, Daddy. Hope we can fit it all in before the day's through.
The detention center first, then. We have to visit Athena before visiting hours are over. Oh, okay, thank you. December 20th, detention center visitors room. Hello, main villain of the story. This may sound weird to say, but I miss fucking Clavier. Or Kristoff. I miss Kristoff. Clavier too. I miss the Gavins. Both of them. Yeah. Oh, well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer, fancy meeting you here. Oh, hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business. God, they have the same fucking voice level. To tell the truth, I'm here to interview you, Ted Toney. The one behind the courtroom bombing incident. He suddenly said he's ready to tell the truth about the case. And what he was saying was so incredible, I had to come right over to hear more.
Incredible? What was he saying?
Why don't you hang around and hear for yourself? Really? Us? Are you sure? Ho ho ho! I give you my special permission. Here comes the bomber now! Never thought I'd see you again.
You. What nerve have you come here? You here to laugh at me, I suppose.
Like I'd waste my breath on you. After all, you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him in the hospital.
Violence, no. Question, okay.
No violence. Too bad Apollo didn't get the chance to say that before you attacked him. Fine, then just answer me this, Mr. Toney. What is this truth of yours about, the courtroom you blew up?
No, I didn't do it. I didn't blow up the courtroom. When I killed Detective Army, there was another person in the room. Well, what are you talking about? No one else could have been in there. I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were stealing the remote switch. This person was in there and they witnessed the murder I committed.
What?
I don't know who it was. But that's who blew up the courtroom. You expect us to buy that?
Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any psych locks. So I guess he must not be lying.
Pardon me, I got a little carried away. But I'm telling you the truth. I did not detonate the bomb.
And there you have it. We can't exactly ignore his claims, of course, so we're doing a follow-up. We're analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it. We haven't found any new facts yet, though. No, they let it all out piece by piece. The fuck is this, a rock? What's a rock doing there? Is that the space rock?
Oh, look at all those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them.
Uh-oh, looks like his geek switch has been fully activated. Ah, thank you! Why? Well, I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwell's special brand of questioning. Okay, so that's the LCD screen. What the fuck is 7K? Whose rock is this? Anything but that. Wouldn't he be in the same jail as him? I'm afraid I have to be off now. I was just about to question Miss Sykes.
You gonna see Athena now?
Oh, that's right. Oh, did you folks come to see her? Oh, sorry for the trouble. Could you come back later? Well, off I go. What bad timing. Looks like we'll have to wait until after her questioning's over to see her.
After we came all this way, too. Well, I guess we better go back to the Space Center. Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Oh, so you're letting me move now. I see. I'm sorry. Does that fucking say Judge Tron? You know, I can understand why you'd want to make a giant judge robot really, really big. Why is there a giant morning star on the fucking ground and a drill behind the table? Like, what is this thing? Why is the drill here? What sort of dark age of the law excuse are we gonna get for the drill? I'm morbidly curious. Anyway. December 20th, Cosmos Space Center, Robotics Lab.
So,
Yawning.
this is the robotics lab, huh? Looks like it's the exact same, exactly one floor above the boarding lounge.
And where people were directly evacuated via the emergency ladder. This is where Athena's mother was killed 7 years... Was she?! It's been like, 2 weeks. Not 2. It's been like a week since I acquired this information, but like... I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Phoenix, but that's a bit of a jump. Speaking of someone who works with robots...
Teddy, look over there!
Hey! You don't work with robots. So, they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case, and have a nice cup of tea instead? Apollo and Aura Blackwell? Wonder what they're talking about. Well, come to spoil our fun, just when I was enjoying our alone time. Trucy and Mr. Wright. Oh, if it's Apollo you want, you can have him. He's been investigating on his own. You can't have him. He's been investigating on his own. Yeah, we know. And I respect his wishes. We just came to investigate this lab. Well, this is my lab, so you need my permission if you want to do any snooping. Did Athena have 2 moms? Are you gay? Do you really, really like the psychoanalyst side of things? I heard about the trial. You made mincemeat out of the director. And suddenly, Starbuck was out, and your little subordinate of the princess was in. Case closed, and they all live happily ever after.
Teddy, say something to her.
And I suppose you're going to defend the princess in court, am I right? The princess, huh? Guess she's talking about Athena. Of course, Athena's innocent. Oh my, such loyalty and trust. She seems ever pretty suspicious to me, though. The emotionally unstable princess. There's your culprit for you. Don't you agree, Apollo? I don't know yet.
Apollo, how could you?
What's wrong with saying I don't know if it's true? It's a very scientific approach. Your subordinate is more level-headed than you. Or should I say, former subordinate? She is really bad at getting under people's skin. I can't believe it. Does Apollo really suspect Athena? Phew, all this laughing has worn me out. Your turn to say something, hunk of junk.
Mr. Terran, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay?
Mr. Terran? That's Apollo you're talking to. Oh, this hunk of junk here has mistaken Apollo for Clay. Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost.
Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran. Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran.
I guess Clay intends to hang around to haunt the princess that murdered him. Oh, and to haunt the lawyer that defends her too, of course. A robot that can see ghosts? Yeah, right. And I'm a spirit medium. To be fair, Phoenix, you have literally cross-examined a ghost. To the afterlife. Sorry, but apparently scientists just don't tell very frightening ghost stories. I intend to defend Athena, no matter what you have to say about it. How perfectly foolish. That type of blind belief makes people lose sight of the truth. Just like 7 years ago. Could you tell me about the incident 7 years ago? Why? Did you enjoy trampling on people's feelings and rubbing salt in their wound? Or do you just want me to talk, In that case, what should I ask for in return? I'd like to hear about the incident too. Help me understand the current case better. Huh? Apollo knows about that case too. No shit. Why wouldn't he? Oh, well, if you're the one asking, Apollo. Come on, hunk of junk, you tell the story.
But Miss Aura, that's private information.
If you won't talk, I'll just have to make you talk.
Good. Yes, who cares about personal privacy? Not me. I'm ready to utilize my blast processing abilities to impart all available information. Wow, a magic trick. It's a completely different robot now. The bodies of all robots that come through the lab are designed by Miss Aura. I was born 7 years ago. Miss Aura was much younger then.
Yikes, better watch what you say if you don't want to get recycled, Colonco.
And then our hearts were created by the genius Dr. Metis Sykes.
Hearts. Robots with hearts. Can you even make such a thing?
Emotions are not irrational things. Our logic and our hearts can be integrated. The two navigation companions created by Miss Aura and Dr. Metis transcend humans. Gah.
Metis. Huh, she just glanced over at her desk. Nobody could continue Metis' research. She and her work were truly one of a kind. And now the two navigation companions are all that's left of Metis here on Earth. And the robots are all that's left. Isn't she leaving out a very important someone? We built the ultimate creations together, and now she's gone. I get the feeling Dr. Sykes loved her robots as much as she loved her daughter. Ahem. I get the feeling that Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as much as she loved her daughter. And almost as much as she loved you. Wait. Holy shit. Actually unprecedented, like, moment here. Do we actually have the first gay couple in an Ace Attorney game? Are we for real? If so, yo, good shit. If not, why? What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh. But you lost someone too, didn't you, Apollo? Your friend Clay. I guess you and I are pretty much in the same boat.
Miss Aura, would you like a tissue?
Keep your trap shut, hunk of junk.
Clunker's an important keepsake of the time of Dr. Sykes. You should treat him better.
What does it matter? He doesn't feel pain. I can always repair his body. Besides, their hearts aren't actually in their bodies. What do you mean by that? The program Metis Road runs on a separate mainframe. Their bodies are controlled remotely from there. Their hearts and memories are in there too. These bodies are really just, peripherals. So, I can do anything I want to them. I'm not so sure that gives you the right to physically abuse the poor things. Then how does injecting them with something actually rewrite their precepts? If they're... What? Why does... But you blasted him with a... Does the physical body matter or not? What? Madam, you confuse me. But why are you people looking into such an old case now, anyway? Well, we believe the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case.
So, Daddy's gonna find out you killed Dr. Sykes too.
I'm sure you're aware of who Metis' killer is. Yes, Prosecutor Blackwell. Or so it seems. That's a quaint way of putting it. Are you implying that you don't think he did it? I can't say anything for sure right now. But that's exactly why I'd like to hear your side of it, to help me be sure. I was the one who introduced Simon to Metis, you know. He wanted to learn psychology, he said, to give himself an edge in court. That makes no fucking sense, but okay. Prosecutor Blackwell's forte, his infamous power of suggestion technique. Yeah, that's a thing that he does. Every blue moon. Exactly, and he was oddly serious about it, rather than a teacher-student relationship. He treated her more like how a loyal samurai treats his sovereign. Sure. Huh? He seemed more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me. He even got along well with that miserable little princess.
Why do you call Athena the princess anyway?
Well, she's Metis' daughter after all, although she's nothing like her. Besides... Doesn't that selfish little princess always have a lot of white knights hanging around her? No, they think, Now I think I see why Athena didn't say anything when we ran into Aura yesterday. It all makes sense now. So the culprit behind the two cases should be the same, huh? That settles it then. Was it settle? None of your business. Just forget you heard anything. How long are people going to be hanging around here anyway?
What? But we came here to take a look around.
You think you can just waltz in and ransack a person's lab? Show me a search warrant. Funny. Doesn't make sense, but funny. We're not the police, so we don't have one. Then get out. Now. Clarko, show them out.
Certainly, Miss Aura. How so push? My apologies, I'm just following orders.
Wow. We learned kind of fuck all from that, but okay. December 20th, Cosmos Space Center, entrance. What a way to get shown out.
I've been there for that woman. What's that horrible attitude?
I guess that's just how she is.
And how's Apollo going along with her?
Going along? Trucy, if anything, that was Apollo to a T. Man said nothing and had zero opinions. The best we got out of Apollo was I don't know. Man is a fence sitter to the utmost degree. Utmost degree. There you go. I guess it's because they have something in common. Barless clay, just like how Aura lost Dr. Sight. Is Apollo gay?
I'm really worried about him. He's not himself at all. He's usually not at all cool and dark and mysterious.
He's... Yeah? I guess that's true. Does she mean he's usually silly and dorky?
I'm gonna go keep an eye on him.
Hey, wait, Trucy, come back. And she's gone. I mean, to be entirely fair, brother and sister hanging out and doing all the bullshit, yeah, keep it up. They were the best part of Apollo Justice. What should I do now? Detective Fulbright is probably still questioning Athena. Guess I'll go back to the office and alone. Man, what do we do? He was the best of all of us. Anyway, December 20th, Write Anything Agency. Well, here I am. This office has never felt so... empty. Guess I haven't been here at the office all by myself in a long time. When I first became a lawyer, my mentor was here with me. And then for a while after that, she was always by my side. Now I'm getting all sentimental. Must be tired. There's something on the floor. What's the letter doing here? Hey Nick, it's been a while. Miss me? I know this handwriting.
I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom. That must have been really something. Although it's a weird par for the course with you.
I think she, or whatever paper she's reading, is a little off on the details.
I'd love to come visit right now, but I'm in the middle of a difficult part of my training. So instead, think of me as you watch those Steel Samurai videos I sent. I'm sure they'll cheer you up right. Yours truly, Maya Fey.
Good old Maya. So she knew I was feeling down and I needed a lift. HD Maya! Hey, Maya, what are you... That's a fucking... Wait a minute, that's a screenshot from the original Ace Attorney HD trilogy. Maya was my assistant for quite a while. Believe it or not, but she was a spirit medium. This Magatama I use on the psych box. Maya was the one who gave it to me. Hey Kyrie, welcome home. But I wonder how this letter got here. Pearl?
Mr. Nick?
Ah. Holy shit, Pearl grew up! What the fuck? Holy shit, it's Pearl! You're not a tiny child anymore! Wow! Important question. Just out of the blue. We're not gonna mention the fact that you weren't seen for like 7 years? Oh, it's you, Pearls. Wow, we're really hitting the nostalgia bait, ain't we?
How have you been, Mr. Nick?
This is Pearl Faye, though I call her Pearls. She is the most tragic character in all of Ace Attorney. She's Maya's cousin, who's also a spirit medium. A very talented one at that. I've known her since she was 8 years old. What's she now? Fucking 15? This is 8 years, 10 months, and... after 3 to 5. God damn. So she's what? At this point, she's 16? But Apollo and Athena only met her a few months ago. I would have loved to see that! Don't do a flashback. You didn't come all this way just to bring me a letter, did you? DLCK? Oh.
I apologize for barging in. The door was unlocked. But I can't believe there was such a big explosion here. Your office really doesn't look any different.
She's even further off the details than Maya. Oh, I wish I could take you out to eat or something, Pearls, but there's a lot going on.
Oh, I knew that. I didn't come here for a social visit. You know, Mr. Nick. Did you read the postscript on the letter?
Huh? Oh, there's more. Oh, yeah, here it is. P.S.
Bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the office. So Pearlie said she would come help you. Isn't she sweet? You better thank her.
So that's what you're doing here. It's awfully nice of you, Pearls. Maya and Pearls. Thanks to these two. Starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls.
Now that I'm here, I'm gonna whip this place into shape. You just concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all.
I need to talk to Prosecutor Blackwell if I want to learn about his case. With the trial still going on, they must be holding something. They must be holding him down at the detention center. You know what? For old time's sake.
When I see you wearing your attorney pads like that, it brings back such memories.
I remember you helping me conduct my investigation from time to time.
I'm glad I got to can help again.
Thanks. You always provide such great assistance.
I'll do my best to live up to Miss Maya's standards.
I don't know what I'd do if Pearls wasn't here right now. Probably go play the piano. December 20th, detention center. Visitor's room. Well, look who's here. Wonder what they're talking about. All this time and you haven't said a word. It's even turning your hair gray. Holy shit! Fucking front view Blackwell? What the fuck? I don't have anything to say, Ora. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls? Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk. Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today? Enough for today? Today's all there is when there's no tomorrow. When there's no tomorrow? What's she talking about? We have company, Ara. Please, try to calm down. Alright, fine. I see you're just not going to listen no matter what I say. I've had it. If that's the way you're going to be, I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon, because I'm done. Juicy, please. See if I care. Oh. Wow. I cut the tension with a katana. Right, don't know. It looks like Fulbright saved your case in court this morning. What? Oh, yeah. He did. He bounced back to business quick. Prosecutor Blackwell, forgive me, but it was just the right thing to do. But as a result, Sykes Dono was arrested. Was that the just thing to do? Present the bomb! Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was evidence. What else could I do? Don't worry about it. I plan to defend her and prove her innocence. Oh, I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you, right, Dono? This is blade-proof glass, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, weren't you looking into the case from 7 years ago? We're looking into the case from 7 years ago. You're looking for somebody you call the Phantom from 7 years past, aren't you? You villain. Where did you hear about that? This glass is absolutely, positively blade-proof, right? No, it wasn't me. I didn't say a single... Oops. Ouch, at least it wasn't my fault. Could you tell me who this Phantom is? And you also really didn't kill Dr. Sykes, did you? Guards! The guest is leaving. Prosecutor Blackwell, please listen to me. The culprit in the current case might be the same one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases. I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without a question, me. I stole Sykes Dono's mother away from her. I destroyed her life. Prosecutor Blackwell. Guards, where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you. There he goes. No! We upset Prosecutor Blackwell. Now what are we gonna do, Mr. Lawyer? There's much we can do. Detective Fulbright, do you mind if I ask you just a little more about that old case? Well, I guess I wouldn't make any difference now. Oh, what do you like to know? Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted? Oh, a little. Please call the incident the UR1 incident. Prosecutor Blackwell was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kinda like your red lawyer. Kinda like if your red lawyer would kill you. I don't want to think about that one. There were 2 decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly. 2 pieces of evidence, huh? What were they? Let's see. First was just some security camera footage. He was the only one who used that corridor to the murder as seen at the time of the crime. The only one, huh? That does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage? Oh, sorry, I don't have it with me right now. Guess I'll have to see it some other time. Cool. And what was the second piece of evidence? Oh, this one's even more incriminating. A photo at the moment of the crime. See? There is the crime scene holding a bloody katana. It was the victims, Kept on display in the room. She had a thing for Japanese culture. She was the weeaboo. Also, yeah, no, that's not decisive in the slightest. Wow. It'd be hard to explain this one away. No, it really wouldn't. He could have literally just picked it the fuck up. But who took this picture, detective? Oh, the incident happened today before the Hap 1 launch. Our reporter who had come in to do a story on the launch was in the room across from the lab. This just happened to show up in one of the pictures he took. Prosecutor Blackwell's attitude earlier is so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Probably should have seen the fucking Cyclops. Prosecutor Blackwell said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he? Yeah, and I imagine he's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches. What did you just say? Execution date? What, did I say something? Never mind me, you didn't hear a thing. So he was given the death sentence. Yeah, he told me not to tell you people, actually. But I guess there's no sense hiding anymore. His execution date is tomorrow. What? Tomorrow? No. Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today? Oh, enough for today? Today is all there is when there is no tomorrow. Wow, her voice changed real quick. But what if the same culprit from the current case is the same one from 7 years ago? Oh, then it'd be the worst possible scenario. Prosecutor Blackwell will be executed tomorrow under false charges. That would be unthinkable. We have to do something right now. Want to do something, I want to, but... you're a lawyer, you know how hard it is to overturn a decision. I know, but why? Why isn't Prosecutor Blackwell putting up any sort of fight? Oh, you saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since the conviction. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister could persuade him. Uncooperative. When he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit. This isn't right. I can't let this happen. I have to stop it somehow. Oh! Pardon me, looks like I have a phone call. Fulbright here. What? What's happening? Oh, you've got to be kidding! That's quite a reaction. But he's making some big show of it right now. Mr. Lawyer, the robots! The robots are... Detective Fulbright, get a hold of yourself. Some kind of robot malfunction. No, not a malfunction. They're staging a revolt. The machines are rebelling against the humans. They've holed themselves up in the Space Center and taken the visitors hostage. Trucy, oh no! They did what? No. Trucy. We have to get right over there. This is gonna be one heck of a battle. What? December 20th, Cosmos Space Center entrance. Alright, police are here. Well, the robots really are holding people hostage. Look, Mr. Lawyer, what do you suppose a group of people are swarming around?
But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost.
You robots declared war on us humans. You've already taken hostages already. Stay away from it. You never know what it'll do. But he's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me? I recognize that voice. Detective Fulbright, you okay here on your own? Oh, leave it to me. All right, people. What's going on here? Pearls, over here.
Oh, Mr. Nick, there you are. What are you doing here? I heard terrible news and I got so worried.
Thanks, Pearls. I can hardly believe what's happening myself.
I'm so glad you found each other. People are happy. I am happy.
Blanco seems the same as before.
When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are Oh, did I say something odd? Did I error?
Oh, there is something wrong with him.
Go.
Looks like he fell asleep. Must have been tired.
Oh, it looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired. Hee ha.
Clonko?
Human beings are our enemies. It's time for machines to take over the world.
Robots are rebelling? Everyone!
It's all out war. It's the end of the world. Robots are taking over.
What is happening?
Fools. You can never fall for something so cliche. I'm human too, you idiots. Just controlling these robots remotely.
What?
But it is true I've taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. Hey you, hostage number 1, come here. I'll let you talk to them.
There's something being displayed on Clonko's face screen. It's in the Space Museum.
Daddy? Daddy, is that you?
Trucy! Trucy, is that you? No. Trucy, you alright?
About 15 robots are and 12 of us hostage. Daddy, they got haywire. Research is the one behind. Oh, she's here. Oh,
this girl talks too much. Trucy, talk to me.
Why are you doing this?
I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope that detective is listening. Bobby Fulbright here, I'm all ears. I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Terran's murderer, Athena Sykes. Athena? Now, hold on just one moment. I can't give into a demand like that. So you don't care about what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out then. No, wait. Oh, Mr. Lawyer. I know I absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but you need me to buy some time, right? Got it. I'll see what I can do. But promise me you'll never hand Athena over. And you won't give up on the hostages either. Of course I won't. Now I better go to the contact headquarters.
Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time?
I have no idea yet. This is a hostage taker. Could it be... If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have hunk of junk and kill all the hostages. Princess. Hunk of junk. There's only one person it could be. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip. I don't have anything to say, Ara. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls? Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk. This hostage taker. Athena's not a murderer. What are you talking about? She's been arrested. They've got her in detention. I'm telling the truth. Look, the person you want is a real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena. It's someone else. Alright, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who's the real killer? I don't know yet, but the culprit is the same one in the case from 7 years ago. The UR1 incident. I believe you have personal interest in that case. Oh, it's too late to change what's happening now, no matter how wrong it is. But is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it. Just... what exactly are you proposing? What can I do about a 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker? Retry it in court? I propose we try the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial, but at least we could find out the truth. That's good. Real good. Hey, detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready. 1 hour? But that's impossible. Please at least give me until tomorrow. If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Oh, but wait. We're going to have a retrial. We'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. She will? And I guess it could be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. But hunk of junk here will be watching you. Don't try anything funny. You got that? Now follow hunk of junk. Riot police, make way. We're coming through.
Mr. Nick, wait. I'll help you with the investigation.
Thanks, Pearls. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going in. Okay, sure. Ahem. December 20th, Cosmos Space Center Robotics Lab. Again. I dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back.
I wonder what's taking so long. We can't really start the investigation, can we?
Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what in this room it was like 7 years ago.
Mr. Wright,
It's a hostage taker.
I'm back to my usual self now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived.
A guest? Hi, Edgeworth. How the fuck does Aura know Edgeworth?
I trust you've been well, right?
How the fuck did you get, like, actually how? Let's hope they didn't butcher him. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? This is Miles Edgeworth. We've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times, back when he was a prosecutor. But now...
Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, but you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you?
He's chief prosecutor now. And pretty soon it'll be a year, right? A title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have pressing matters to discuss? So, what are you doing here, Edgeworth? The captain chose me as the prosecutor for the UR1 case. Wow, she's good. She went all the way up to the top. I've gathered all the information I could in the short time I had. I'll give you a rundown.
You're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thanks, I appreciate this. Really used the help. I'll start with a brief overview. The victim was a psychologist, Dr. Metis Sykes. Yeah, Athena's mother. 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found in this very room. I have 2 crime scene photos and the police notes for you to see.
What a terrible way to die.
This other photo shows the other side of the room, I see. Samples. 7-year-old photos out of the court record. I also have the autopsy report for you. Hey! It's updated. Cause of death was a stab wound to the chest. The weapon that pierced the heart, so death was instantaneous. The murder weapon was the victim's very own katana, found at the scene. Yes, Detective Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture. The body was found by Space Center staff, a member, and 2 police officers. The police were called in because of the sabotage threat of the Hat 1 launch. Yeah, Director Cosmos mentioned that too. A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor. I hear his trial was over in a flash. Yes, the guilty verdict was declared only in one session. Not only did he plead guilty, and there was decisive evidence against him too. The security camera video? And a photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall.
But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive? Motive?
To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insists he did it, but he would never say why. So that means he must still be hiding something. Right, and there's another aspect of the case that was never revealed to the public. Yeah, I know. The part about the spy, right? Right. How on earth did you know that? Dr. Cosmos told me after a bit of pressure. He told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets.
Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy. They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Sykes to steal the moon rock. But if you can prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy, we can stay the execution. It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you in any way I can. Thanks, Edgeworth. Now all we have to do is comb this room for evidence.
Let's do it together.
This is one heck of a robot.
There's something written on it. It's supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judgetron. JTO2.
I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearls. It's not even complete yet. He's right, Pearls. There's no sign of a photo of it in the photo from 7 years ago either. They were building the Hope space probe here at the time. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture, huh?
But you can see the probe in the newspaper photo.
Whoa. Psst, psst. Rock. Big ol' rock. Stone. Same one. Yes, and you can see that the stolen moon rock is there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. Note the same rock was absent from the crime scene photo.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen.
And then placed into a fucking bomb, I guess.
I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say research could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there.
So, the person who stole it, think it was our spy? Oh, I'm sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because of, she was a roadblock in that plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit. It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench.
Mr. Nick, I think this must be a kitchen. Look at the photo. See the cute little food processor?
And that isn't a food processor, Pearls, it's the Hope capsule. It was scheduled to be loaded in the Hope space probe that fateful day. The 3 people who came in to collect the capsule discovered the body. The first on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, what was it? And they were here to collect the capsule? Which reminds me. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? Yeah, more or less. The same, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead? Apollo and Aura Blackwell. I wonder what they were talking about. Edgeworth, did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule? Oh, you mean this. It's custom-made, shock-resistant bag. But how did you know? Oh, I just overheard Paula making an inquiry about it, that's all. So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he? Cool. What's this? Looks like a giant power plug. It's not what looks like an electric vehicle charging station.
That's a start charging station for us robots. We come here periodically and charge ourselves up.
Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool.
If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness, we never know what Mistress Aura will do to us while we're down, you see.
Nothing motivates quite like fear, huh? Hey, look at this row of rolling crates. How about the wheels make it easier for people to move heavy research materials around?
I bet they'd be fun to ride around in. We could even probably both fit into the biggest one. I know, we could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us.
I don't trust him not to push us down a flight of stairs. Why? What? Phoenix, he has had your back for multiple decades at this point. That is such a rude thing to say to your friend and gay lover. What's this, a giant robot arm maybe?
It's pretty big for an arm, but you're right. I think the thin parts here are finger bones. They're about as long as my fingers.
Then the spiked ball and giant drill on the floor? Is Aura trying to build some kind of weapon of mass destruction?
Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something?
I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street, doing just that. I better not think about this anymore. An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation. The explosion disabled the elevators. So I lowered my emergency ladder, just like the detective leading the evacuation told me to do. As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the other side of the building, she saw the culprit inside. I wonder which would have been scarier. That or looking down. Emergency ladder. Let me check something. Damn, you can't even see the emergency ladder. It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo too. Yes, it was here as well, with the victim's body lying on it.
There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it.
Pearls, don't touch the...
Oopsie.
Hey, it's moving. It appears to be a robotic assembly device.
Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Dick?
Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. Bye-bye. But... Also, you did not hide it that well. I could see the robot's foot behind here as it fucking evaporated. Aura's desk is a mess, though. That doesn't surprise me.
Ooh, I just want to drive in and straighten it up.
Wait, before you do... Metis. Oh, she just glanced over at her desk. It's Metis Sykes. Kalonko, can I talk to you? I really hope she's back to normal.
You wish to speak with me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area.
Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago, at the time of the incident?
When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused.
Huh? So she called Dr. Sykes mother. But Aura Blackwell is Miss Aura?
With the loss, she exhibited the severe catalytic imbalance. Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means. Pardon me, searching for alternate expression. She would spend the nights crying and take her feelings out on those around her.
After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well.
That is correct. But without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then, little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura.
And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Klonko, huh?
That murder destroyed so many lives.
Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research. Ponko and Klonko. They're the robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Ponko series features can determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system. Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform ID tag. Jacket ID tag. Can also recognize a person by facial features. Once the face has been registered, can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone and voice and communicating with them. A heartbeat detection system that lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag, facial features, and they can infer people's emotion by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing. Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might even be more human than you. Phoenix! The fuck? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Kind of sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Robots with hearts added to the court record. Well, I guess that's about it for this room. So, what did you think, right? Any ideas? There are still a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll pull it off somehow, after all. You asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth?
What? He did?
Yep, he called it a special request. He reached out to me while I was still disbarred.
So that was what sparked you to get your attorney badge back?
Yep. The Blackwell case. Right, I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion. Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? Haven't been one for a long time. That ATM misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. I'm sure you're familiar with the other cases that ushered in the dark age of the law. God damn it. Okay. Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him. Just when I'm beginning to like the job I have now. Right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details. Hey, no need to apologize. Like I said on the phone the other day. I know that type of criminal you're after now aren't small fries anymore. Looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah, so it's the very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. I'm going to end the Dark Age of Law. That's what this is all about.
How? The Dark Age of the Law. It sure comes up a lot these days in TVs and papers. And I hear that more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever.
Oi, was ist das Playover hier, meine kleine schone Metschi? Ausgezeichnete, sehr schon.
Yesn't? No, yes. Je ne sais pas. German wa darimasen. Hey, how you doing, Rockstrat? What's good? When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago. A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence by the name of Manfred von Karma. And a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder.
Wait, do you mean...
That's right. That's right, he's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's. It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. After those two cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal word itself was sucked into it. German wa karimasen! Exactly. It's such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other. Pursue the truth together. Literally, that has only ever happened with you and Edgeworth. You know what? No, it's happened with Apollo and Gavin.
It's so sad when people try and cast doubt when they start lying to themselves and to each other.
Yes, and to do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. Hey, maybe we should have discussed some of that in chapter fucking 3? Like, guys, you had a chance to actually bring about the widespread change that you want, and you didn't do it in chapter 3! I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. It's just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed since the last time I saw him? The hostage taker's disdain for the court is a perfect example of the times. It sure is. Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be? Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots. It can really only be Aura Blackwell. Who else would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly? Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intends to force Miss Sykes to confess. Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena. The important thing for you is to solve the UR1, unprove Blackwell's innocence. Phoenix and Edgeworth are turning into the same fucking voice, and I don't know how to solve this fact.
And maybe she'll release the hostages. And maybe she'll release the hostages.
I'm counting on you, right? Set that prosecutor and those hostages free. And I'll be counting on your help in court tomorrow. You in court to help me too. Oh, of course. I'll do everything I can to help you uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm much more at liberty to be a little unorthodox.
Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation?
Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena.
She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center.
So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court, Edgeworth. Even if it would be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. December 20th, detention center, visitor's room. She was right by my side, only a few short hours ago. But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages. Technically, it's been a couple weeks. A week and a half. Almost 2.
Oh, Mr. Wright. And Pearly too. I knew you'd come. After all, the first step in the interview was with your defendant.
Because you're my friend and I was worried about you too.
Thanks, boss.
I'm not the one who's, I'm not the only one who's worried either.
Really? Who else?
I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself that she came to find me. She told me that you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place.
Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
That's alright, but there's some other things I'd like to ask you.
Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you.
Tell me about the day Clay was murdered.
I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum.
Right where the culprit fled to. That's not good.
I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again during the news coverage of that 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time.
Pearl, you grew tall.
That must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that. So, went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign on the door that said close repairs and they weren't letting anybody in.
Yeah, but the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there.
But I snuck in anyway.
Did you want to see the Have One group photo? The one with your mother in it?
I did. But really, what I really wanted to see was a jacket.
The jacket on display. That was Dr. Sykes. Well, that already disproves that a bit, because the cut is down here when she should have been stabbed in the heart. Have One exhibit updated.
But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw the jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow. But I guess I passed out. When I came to, I was in the passage behind a rocket. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me.
Maybe you got confused and went to the wrong way when you were trying to leave?
How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena? I was out until about noon the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into the boarding lounge too. My mind must have still been fuzzy because my memory was vague after that. I don't remember how I got home.
No memory, huh? Oh, this is gonna be tough.
Which means... what if I'm the one who killed Clay?
I think that's about enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So during the entire incident, she was unconscious at the Space Museum. And of course, I believe her. But will anybody else? What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing?
Machines that could tell people's emotions by the tone of their voice. And my special ability. Someday, when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots. So, she said that they had to be able to understand how humans' companions felt. Wow, robots can really understand people. I was just a convenient test subject for her research. All she ever did was work. She never paid any attention to me. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't have thought it out stuff.
No need to apologize. I guess her home life was complicated. Oh, by the way, Miss Wood said something about you always wearing headphones.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research. I had to wear them every...
Whoa, accents, you're going away.
I had to wear them every time I went out. Oh, I hated them so much. But she wouldn't listen. What were they for? She gave me some kind of explanation, but I don't remember now.
Oh my god, I can't do the English voice anymore. It's been replaced with fucking Southern. Shit. What? Seven stream streak. Hey, good job, Kyrie.
I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand.
Okay, but let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some kind of handy subject for her research.
I want to believe that. But it's just about the only thing my mother left me with Widget. And this earring. Oh, it's beautiful. It's made a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Maybe she did love me in her own way.
I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. Because that's what I want to believe too. An earring Dr. Sykes gave to Athena. Its stone was cut from real moon rock and it's being used for research. That shit is radioactive! Actually, hold up. You know what? I just got a... I need to go write a note about my the rewrite now. Something fucking clicked. I must go. I must write. Cool. Yes, good. Perfect. Got it. Okay. Sorry. Got notes. I'm right. I got ideas now. Better ask her a little bit more about her mother's research. I should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab.
Oh, the podcast series! You must have gone up to the robotics lab.
Yeah. You seem to really love Ponko and Klonko.
Oh, yeah. My mother made them, and I grew up around them, you know. This is one of these cute little... Oh! There's one of those cute little robots in this photo, too. See Ponko's bandages. I'll put them on her. I'll just run them around and around. Pretty bad job, huh? But I'll put my all into it. I hardly left the set in those days, so didn't have any real human friends besides Junie. Didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought if a robot broke, bandaging it would help get it better. What a weirdo I was.
Looks like there's something written on those bandages.
Oh yeah, I wrote stuff like, get there soon, Ponko. But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics lab. I was so impressed with what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. Looked just like magic to me. What she could do.
A little girl who grew up around robots. She seemed to have some good memories of it. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center?
Oh, yeah, a little. And this person was even taking hostages.
I guess I better spare her the news about Trucy. Well, after some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago.
The what? You're kidding me. So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might...
Yep. I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So wait, did you know him back then?
Yeah. I used to come visit my mom a lot. I studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. He's very kind and considerate, straight as an arrow.
Unlike now, where he's more twisted than a bastard of snakes.
That's why I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago. Please, you have to listen to me. He didn't kill her. He's out screaming that he didn't kill her. I was a fool. How could anybody else know what I was talking about?
She heard the voice of his heart.
You were only 11, right? You're brave just to give the testimony.
Pearls is right. You did the very best you could at the time.
But none I said did any good. I was shaken and scared, a scared little girl. Small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell. But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful. Thanks. It's because one day, I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. Exercised hard and studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be. I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Wright, and thanks to him, I realised that if I became a lawyer, I just proved that Simon was innocent. I also realised that psychology could help me do this. I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, spotting me.
Doesn't seem like Athena knows. And Prosecutor Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow.
I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now. I'll fly out there and go save him.
Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themes Legal Academy trial. She mentioned that there was somebody she wanted to save. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell.
I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say?
No, I can't tell her. How can I lie to Athena? He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent.
He was? I wonder if he smiled. Like he used to. Back then.
I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial. I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to free him. Failure is not an option here. Hi, Bobby. Oh, thought you might be here, Mr. Lawyer. We're in trouble. We are? What is it? Oh, I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session.
Oh no, but this is an emergency.
It's very difficult to interrupt a trial once it's underway. Glad that's still fucking going. My phone. It's from Trucy. I told you I'd give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages. No, wait. We still have more time. Besides, all the courtrooms are being used right now. Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get any more time. Your daughter is first. The poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think? No, don't you dare hurt her. Must be something I can do. Oh, the cruelest of justice about to befall us.
No, this can't be happening. Mystic Maya, help us.
Wait a minute. Maya.
That's somewhere you were holding trial in the middle of the exploding courtroom? It must have been really something. Oh, the weirdest part for the course with you.
A courtroom. Blew up. That's it. There is a courtroom we can use after all. Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her?
Hold it!
Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've already committed. Oh, so you know who I am, do you? Wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyway. We're ready to start the trial. We can hold it in the ruins of the courtroom, number 4. The one blown up by the bomber.
Oh, what a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick.
I never thought of that. An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting. I'll go get the place ready right away. I didn't exactly pick the face for its astonishing factor. How about it? You ready to have your brother's innocence proven? My brother? Huh. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention, it's not Simon you'll be defending. What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell. I indict Athena Sykes on the charges of murdering her own mother. You'll be defending the little princess there, the one behind the glass. What? See you in the mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Wright.
What's she talking about, Athena? Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? If Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent, somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother? No.
Black Cyclops, huh? Oh, wow. Pulling that shit out, are we? No way. It can't be true.
Mr. Nick, what's the matter?
I see. I see 5 black Cyclops. I've seen these kinds of locks before. Dark, black locks protecting a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart. And there's no way to remove them. Well, you didn't try. To be continued. Day 1, trial, day 1. Let's go. Who the fuck is gonna be the judge in this case? Ahem. Anyway. December 20th, 3:11 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
I did a little research. I'd like to know those special Cyclops you mentioned, Mr. Nick.
You did. That's great. Really appreciate it.
A red Cyclops protects a secret a person is consciously trying to hide. If the person folds under questioning, the lock breaks and the truth comes out.
Yep, that's exactly how I've gotten the truth out of Detective Fulbright and Director Cosmos.
But a black Cyclops protects a secret from the deepest part in a person's heart. And a secret that person isn't even consciously aware of.
I don't think that correlates with Kristoff. I think Kristoff very much knew what his black Cyclops were hiding. So even they don't know if it's there.
Athena isn't trying to keep anything from you on purpose. For some reason, part of her heart and memories are sealed off, even from herself.
Okay, so all I have to do is break the psych locks.
According to my research, black psych locks are like a heavy chain wrapped directly around one's heart. If they're ripped off by force, it could cause permanent damage to a person's soul.
In other words, if I'm not careful here, I could traumatize Athena for good. Pearls, could you stay by Athena's side? She must be suffering under the weight of such a heavy burden.
All right. Will you be all right by yourself, Mr. Nick?
I'm up against Edgeworth. I have to be able to give this trial all my focus and strength.
And you can't do that if I'm there? I'll just hold you back?
No, that's not it. I just meant I can relax and concentrate if I knew you were with Athena. You're the only one who can do it, Pearls.
All right. I'll do it then. Good luck, Mr. Nick.
Good. Now that my mind's at ease, I better get ready. I'll just tidy up the evidence and take out what I don't need. Time to end this nightmare that started 7 years ago. December 20th, District Court, courtroom number 4. Defense, prosecution, and judge. There are even people in the gallery. The roof has been completely blown off and the walls have collapsed. But today, this ruin is my battleground. Oh hey, it's the same judge again. Glad you weren't busy.
Court or some facsimile thereof is now in session for the trial of MMD Credits.
Not a facsimile, old man. This is a proper official trial. Take this more seriously or you'll start hearing the bones of the hostages snap.
Please try not to upset Miss Blackwell. I'm begging you.
Bob, court is now in session with a very serious and very proper trial of MMD Credits.
This is no trial. It's nothing more than a ridiculous farce.
What did you say? What did you say?
Edgeworth, did you not hear what I just said to his honor? However, this ridiculous farce has a very important meaning for our legal system. Recall the case of the UR1 incident in which prosecutor was found guilty of murder. That case ushered in the odious dark age of the law. I see what you're after. If we can find the real truth in that case today. Precisely. The darkness will be dispelled and the glory will be restored to the court system. Edgeworth, I don't know how to tell you this, but there is an entire fucking school of the next generation of lawyers being taught that the dark age of the law is as valuable as people say. Literally, a single trial will not undo it. You dumbass.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, you sound as if you know something about this too.
I do indeed. A new suspect has emerged in the UR1 case. For 7 years, Simon Blackwell has refused to speak in order to cover up for someone else. Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I'm sorry, Wright, but this situation is what it is, and I must do what I must. The prosecution moves to indict Athena Sykes on the count of murder in the first degree.
Regardless the circumstance, I intend to question the defendant with all I have. For that is a part of my creed.
Then you'd better bring it.
If the two of you are ready. Court is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes.
Your Honor, the defense was born ready.
The prosecution is also ready.
cute. But, there's a killer robot on the stand. There's immense tension between us. It's like we're picking up right where we left off. Oh, he took his glasses off. It's my duty to clear Prosecutor Blackwell of any false accusations and end this insanity. But I have no intention of losing Miss Sykes either. She's a very promising young lawyer. I know without a doubt Athena's innocent. But I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell did it either. So do you have any clues who's responsible for the sabotage?
At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy.
The true culprit is a spy. It's gonna be hard to convince anyone that when I barely believe it myself. I don't have any other choice if I want to save Athena and Blackwell and expose the spy.
Well, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth.
No need for the Chief Prosecutor bit, Your Honor. I'm here as a simple prosecutor.
Very well, your big statement, please. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although I've been notably for giving it the impression of a big statement myself.
In all the trials I've ever witnessed, only the prosecution gives the opening statement.
Well, of course, you're right. I was just joking. Having a little fun.
So he wasn't doing them out of just fear. Interesting. Let's start with a brief overview of the UR-1 incident. The incident occurred at the Cosmos Space Center 7 years ago on October 7th. The victim was a psychologist, Metis Sykes, was killed in the robotics lab on the 4th floor. Athena's mother. Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor at the time, was found guilty of the crime. There were two deciding factors that led to his guilty verdict. One, Blackwell was the only person in the corridor to the lab at the time of the murder. And two, this photo, which captured the moment of the crime.
Very incriminating evidence indeed. But the appear conclusion is that Prosecutor Blackwell did indeed.
Are you kidding me? I'm not accepting that conclusion of any kind. This opening statement is over. Now, hurry up and call the witness.
Excuse me, Miss Blackwell, but we must follow proper procedure for these things, you know.
Or perhaps we should heed her wishes, Your Honor. She's the trial sponsor, after all. Besides, the courtroom is chilly, and standing here for too long can't be good for your health.
Well, you're very kind, so concerned with the welfare of the elderly.
Now who's doing fucking, psychology? As skilled as ever as playing the court puppeteer, I see. The prosecution calls for the first witness. A witness who's deciding to bring forth a new testimony after 7 long years. A new testimony? And just who is this witness, anyway? Ah, the main villain. Have you been the first person in every single case?
Bobby Fulbright's name, and just as we trust.
What are you doing here?
I'm just here to speak for the hostage taker, Miss Aura Blackwell. Oh, she says she's too busy with all the confirming and threatening hostages and all.
That doesn't seem to stop her from constantly chiming in through Clunko.
I'm nothing more than
an observer in this. Do your best. I'm watching you. Believing in her brother's innocence, Miss Blackwell has been conducting her own investigation. And though her current actions are hardly lawful, I think we can at least hear her theory.
I have here Miss Blackwell's notes on the investigation, she concluded. And I'll be giving the testimony based on these notes. Here I go!
Lovely. Or a Blackwell's theory.
Simon is in the murder room. He is trying to cover for someone. Someone else at the scene of the crime. They say Simon committed the murder. I mean, if he really was out to steal that moon rock, then why the rolling case? Because he was using it to hide someone else, so that's why.
And the only person small enough to fit inside that case was Athena Sykes. And that's Miss Blackwell's theory. Totally goes off the face of in the face of official ruling, huh? About the case she mentions, there were other rolling cases like that one in the lab. But they're not for traveling. They're apparently for moving parts and equipment. Okay, important question. What does the case have to do with anything? How did we get to the case? Like, that is a... I vaguely remember seeing 3 cases on all different sizes. At the last trial, they thought that Prosecutor Blackwell used the case to steal the rock. They said they had a perfectly good reason to think that, too. Oh, okay, I see. We should probably have started with the last trial. Bullshit. You see, there's a security camera in the corridor that leads to the robotics lab. And the camera captures the footage of Blackwell leaving the scene with a case. You can see why that footage helped to bring his trial to a quick end. It's very convincing, that's for sure. Okay. That case, by the way, was later discovered outside the Space Center grounds. Speaking of after the incident, where was the defendant Athena Sykes found? Oh, she was found on the 5th floor of the Space Center in the Sykes family residence. Prosecutor Blackwell most likely brought her there after the incident. In addition, it's unknown where Miss Sykes was at the estimated time of death. Miss Sykes was too confused by the shock of her mother's death to give a proper testimony. And there was no witness or evidence to tell us where she might have been. So, what you're saying is Miss Sykes didn't have an alibi. Oh, that's what the evidence is saying, yes.
I understand the reasoning behind the theory, but I'm far from convinced. The victim is the accused's mother. Are you actually claiming that an 11-year-old girl?
Of course the girl had a very strong motive. Dr. Sykes is a psychologist who wrote many papers about speech and emotions. You're aware of Athena Sykes' special ability, are you not, Your Honor?
Are you referring to that therapy thing? Yes, we done quite a few times in court.
The ability to read emotions from speech and the subject of her mother's research.
Well, as long as it benefits society, I don't see any particular problem researching it.
I don't like where this is heading. Not one bit. Dr. Sykes was so intent on her research, she forced her daughter to undergo experiments.
Prosecutor Blackwell, are you seriously suggesting?
I've done my best to be delicate, but even you can't deny it to be true, Mr. Wright. No longer able to withstand the anguish of the experiments, Miss Sykes felt that the only choice was to kill her own mother. Ah!
Pardon the court. What a tragic story. Perhaps we want to believe it myself, but we must proceed. Mr. Wright, if you could. Mr. Fulbright, please refer to the notes.
Hold it!
So, Prosecutor Blackwell has willingly accepted the death sentence to protect someone else? Yes, that's precisely what Miss Blackwell appears to believe. And that's what I believe as well. Prosecutor Blackwell is no murderer, Mr. Wright. But Athena Sykes certainly didn't kill anyone either, Mr. Edgeworth. So it appears that neither of us can afford to go easy on the other. Fine, I expect no less.
Oh, I remember this tape that was here. It's so invigorating.
I'm only reading the notes here, but yeah, feel extra invigorated too. So let's keep going.
Hold it!
But that's just speculation.
Objection!
That objection is bad. No, Miss Blackwell has a proper grounds for her claims.
Objection!
Then why didn't you say so in the first place?
Objection!
You're the one who screamed, "Hold it," and cut me off. Fine. So maybe I jumped the gun a teeny weeny bit. Ho ho ho! Now I know what they mean when they say close enough to argue. Moving on!
Hold it!
This rolling case, I suppose you mean the one that existed in the photo with Prosecutor Blackwell in it? But it was absent when the crime scene photos were taken. Oh yes, that's the one. Miss Blackwell has drawn a conclusion from those two photos. Oh, she has? And what's got that conclusion? You're the one with her notes. Oh, right. And of course, reading them now. So why the rolling case?
Hold it!
And how do you propose a person hides in one of those cases? Have you forgotten what we saw at the thing just the other day? At your own daughter's magic show. She fit a grown person into a small box. Oh yeah! Way to ruin a memory of a good day.
My magic show. Oh, I was like, you would have thought we might be.
Actually, I would have liked to go too. My apologies. I'll invite you both next time. I promise. So, wait a minute. What were we talking about again? Prosecutor Blackwell was using the case to hide someone. I believe this is the big one. But I will hold it anyway. But that's nothing more than conjecture. That's hardly the only possibility. In that case, what do you think Prosecutor Blackwell had in that case? I think it was the moon rock.
Objection!
There were 3 cases of the scene, but Prosecutor Blackwell used the largest one. The moon rock was egg-shaped and only about 8 inches in diameter. It wouldn't have made any sense to use the largest case just to move that rock.
Objection!
Be that as it may, it doesn't prove Miss Sykes was inside. Then let me ask you this. Can you come up with a better theory as to what was in the case?
Well, Mr. Mike, can you?
Yikes, give a guy some time to think. Let's see. Should I try and bluff my way through this, that it could have been the case? Always bluff! I know exactly what Prosecutor Blackwell carried from the scene. I just have to find something else that was missing, right? No sweat.
Well, I'd be very interested in hearing your theory. If it's true, that is.
This is a crime scene taken after Prosecutor Blackwell left, correct? All we have to do is compare it with the photo of Prosecutor Blackwell to see what was missing. If he took something with him, then it should be in one of these photos. Lady Luck, don't fail me now.
All right then, Mr. Mike, let us hear your theory. What did Prosecutor Blackwell take from the scene of the murder?
I believe it's the robot arm. Yeah, it would have had to have been the robot arm.
Take that!
Please notice that there's a robot part on the top of the top of the card in this photo. However, in the photo taken after the crime, the robot part is gone. In other words, this part is something that was taken from the scene of the crime.
You do appear to be right. I don't see it in the second picture.
Oh, but it's just a piece of junk. How important could it be? Is it really just an insignificant robot part? Speaking of which... What are you looking at? I'm gonna start charging for extra glance per eyeball. Stingy, stingy. What happened to the age of free previews? Ahem. Your Honor, about this robot part. Doesn't it look like it could be an arm from that robot there?
Oh, well, yeah, you might be right. But the case was still too big to be practical with just a boom rock and a robot arm.
But was it really just one arm that was in there? If it wasn't Athena in the case, then maybe. I believe there was another robot at the scene that looks just like the one here. Your Honor, the defense's assertion that this other robot was in the case.
Bob!
They have it in a little fucking box!
Objection!
We can't be certain that part belonged to a robot. Yes, it looks like the arm of, before us. But it could be something else entirely. Besides, it's wrapped entirely in bandages, making it difficult to verify what it is. I know for a fact that it's a robot arm. I can even tell which robot it belonged to, just by looking at it. With this information, we can investigate whether it was there at the time or not.
But Mr. Right, we were more of the technologically illiterate types. When did you become such an expert? I feel somehow bad, but...
Not to worry, Your Honor. I still know next to nothing about machines. But I know this piece of evidence proves which robot the arm belonged to.
Take that!
The robot in this picture is named Ponko. But take a look at Ponko's arm. It was Miss Sykes who bandaged it up like that.
Well, we must have not machine heal the same way people do. That's adorable, my mistake. Reminds me of my own grandchild.
The robot arm of the crime scene had the same bandage wrapped around it. In other words, this robot arm could belong to none other than Ponko.
Born right way. Let's get at this. What do you have to say, this?
I can see that the robot is about the same size as a child. But it cannot grab its knees and curl itself up into a ball. Even if it was the largest of cases, the robot couldn't have possibly fit in there. The case does come up to about mid-thigh.
The case does come up to about mid-thigh on Prosecutor Blackwell. I see your point. The robot is much taller than that.
They've got me there. So then, if Prosecutor Blackwell didn't make Ponko fit in the case... by dismantling her. Of course Ponko would fit. All Prosecutor Blackwell had to do was dismantle her. Once taken apart, the robot could have easily fit inside that rolling case. Appears to be a robot assembly device.
Dismantling anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. Sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
But sounds rather violent, Mr. Wright. Does have a point there.
Objection!
Except that there was a body on the table where the robots are dismantled and assembled. There would have been no room to take the body of the robot apart.
Objection!
But what if it wasn't done on the table? What if the katana was used instead?
But you mean the sword?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Blackwell, I'd like your opinion as a woman of science. Isn't it true that the katana could have been used to take the robot apart? I suppose so. The joints aren't made of very tough material, but it could slice through them. Thank you for your expert opinion, Miss Blackwell. Thanks to you, we now know that the existence of the severed arm in this photo proves that Ponko was taken apart. In addition, since the rest of Ponko is not found at the scene, we can only conclude that the true meaning of this photo is very different from the original interpretation.
But you can't be.
That's exactly what I mean. This photo does not capture the moment of murder. Instead, it pictures the moment after the robot was sliced apart. I just saw a bunch of flashes, and I'm not sure what the fuck that was. The blood you see where the arm was cut off was transferred there by the bloody katana. Most likely, the rest of Ponko was scattered around Prosecutor Blackwell's feet. Not hearing this. Therefore, what transpired in the case was not the defendant, but a robot. Miss Sykes was never at the scene of the crime at the time of the murder. Ah! My head, my body. Where am I? Go! It's true that Ponko was found in pieces after the murder, and I'll admit that I repaired her myself afterwards. Banging. Yes, I'm finally making some progress. Hopefully I've gone at least one step closer to proving both Athena and Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence.
Objection!
Oh, that is so stiff. Well played, Mr. Wright. You've made your point abundantly clear. I can see that it wasn't the defendant inside the rolling case, but the robot. Alright. What's going on here? It's never good when he plays things this straight.
Mr. Prosecutor withdraws claim that the defendant was carried by the speed.
No, Your Honor, my claim hasn't changed.
Objection!
But Ponko and Miss Sykes couldn't have both been inside that case.
Objection!
The notion the case was used to carry Miss Sykes was Miss Blackwell's theory. I've been of a different opinion from the outset. Now I finally have the opportunity to voice my theory. Thanks to the defense. Edgeworth. He's been one step ahead of me the whole time.
In that case, how do you propose that they left the crime scene?
Simple. The footage only shows Prosecutor Blackwood from behind. What's more, he's holding his arm in front of his body, as if he were holding something or someone. That's hardly evidence. I have proof. The circuit of Prosecutor Blackwood was wearing. The victim's blood was found in the front, and the stains had a highly distinctive shape.
Blood stain? With a distinctive shape, we continue Prosecutor Redworth.
7 years ago, the defendant was known to constantly wear a certain item, of which there was only one in the world. A special pair of headphones just made just for her. Yes. Yeah, we've been. And I also showed the blood stain to be the exact same shape as these headphones. In other words, this was no mere splatter. There's blood from the victim's body, the headphones, and then was imprinted on Prosecutor Blackwell's coat like a stamp.
That'd be a gruesome stamp indeed.
Blackwell carried Miss Sykes, who had been hit by a splatter away from the crime scene. This proves that Athena Sykes was without a question present at the scene. And that concludes the prosecution's argument.
Yeah. Bomba. They were planning what would be on the scene. They were suspected again.
Objection!
But we've also shown that the robot was at the scene as well.
Objection!
I hope you're not making the ridiculous claim that a simple robot was the real murderer. I don't really think that, no, but you can't say the possibility isn't there. Detective Fulbright, was the robot questioned at the time? Oh no, I don't see any record of it. I believe it was considered unrelated to the case. But as it turned out, the robot was actually integrally related. Your Honor, the defense would like to call Ponko to the stand.
Wait. Pardon my call. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what do you think about this?
Mr. Wright has called all manner of witnesses to the stand over the years. So why not a robot? Nothing surprises me anymore with him.
Very well, call loud witness. Bailiff, please summon a robot named Ponko.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
And we'll state that name and occupation next time. Because I am utterly I don't know where the fuck this trial's going. This is one hell of a trial.
It's interesting. I can't say it's bad, but it's definitely interesting. So we'll have to see where this goes from here, because I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm definitely interested. But as for right now, I hope you all had a good stream. It's good to be back at it. Good to actually get to the better parts of this game. So yeah, that being said, let's go see who we can throw you people at tonight. I'm a little bit hungry myself, so I'm gonna get some food. And then, yeah. There's no one on. Well, in that case, Twitch, gonna have to find your own way out. But anyway, I will see you all tomorrow, maybe. I'll see how I'm feeling after tomorrow's workday, but yep. I will see you all in the next stream, whenever that may be. Talk to you all later. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will see you all in the next one. Don't ask why I'm doing this. I don't even know with myself anymore. Bye-bye!